Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, my name is Muhammad Abu Zakaria. Today I am going to give you a lesson about the simple way of identification of different sentences. So, dear class 4 students, let's start the topic. Okay. Our topic name is identification of sentences. Okay. This is a very simple way. I think if I discuss it in the latter part of the class, we'll be able to complete task. Okay. Before that, I would like to show you 5 or 6 sentences. Okay. First of all, my first sentence is, may Allah bless you. My second sentence, do it now. The third sentence, he is a good boy. Fourth sentence, how are you? My last sentence, okay, I think we need to give more space. Okay, it's still you can see, I think. So, how are you? May Allah bless you. Do it now. He is a good boy. How are you? You can see. And then, okay, as we know that assertive sentence means something descriptive, a descriptive sentence, but I don't want to teach you today the definition of the sentences. My intention is very clear here. I just want to clarify the thing that if I see a person, I can understand, I can recognize him, who is he, if I know him completely or properly. Okay. You have to notice the first part of the sentence and the last part of the sentence, and by noticing the two parts of the sentence, you can easily tell anybody that this is an example of assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, optative sentence, or exclamatory sentence. How beautiful the garden is. How beautiful the garden is. Okay. First sentence, we get may at the beginning and at the end a full stop. Second sentence, we get a verb and a full stop. Third sentence, a subject, and last of all, a full stop. Fourth sentence, double word and double question as a question mark. And fifth sentence, we are having no exclamation at last. So let me start with the assertive sentence. If you see any sentence begins with a subject, at the beginning we get a subject and at the end a full stop. So if we get a subject at the beginning and a full stop at the end, we will say it is a assertive sentence. Assertive sentence. Okay. Assertive sentence. And then come to the topic, interrogative sentence. If we get anything like SW word or auxiliary verb. Do you know me? And I think I can also we can also easily say that if we get any question mark in the sentence, then it's an example of interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence. Okay. So we can say that if we get any question mark in the sentence, it is an example of interrogative sentence. Look, there is question mark. And if a sentence begins with a verb and ends with a full stop. Again, if a sentence begins with a verb and ends with a full stop, we can say that it is an example of imperative sentence. A sentence which we actually know that to advise, to order, to request. So that's a complex thing, really very complex definition, but it's very simple. I think having a verb at the beginning and having a full stop at the end, we can consider it as an imperative sentence. Imperative sentence. Okay. And if we get any sentence started with may or long, I must say may or long, 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 and ends with a full stop, we can say that it is an example of optative sentence. Okay, again, if we have any word, if we have two words, may or long, at the beginning of any sentence, and the sentence should end with a full stop, we can consider it as an optative sentence. And last of all, if we have exclamation mark, not exclamation, at the end or at the middle part of the sentence, we'll consider the sentence as an example of exclamatory sentence. Okay, let's talk the topic again. Assertive sentence will get a subject at the beginning and a full stop at the end. Interrogative sentence will get a question mark. The sentence may start with WH word or auxiliary verb. Then come to the topic imperative sentence. Imperative sentence, it will start with a verb and ends with a full stop. And optative sentence, so sometimes you may be confused seeing a may at the beginning, and you will discover that it is not an example of imperative sentence. Okay, it can be. Look, if I say, may I come in, sir? 6 number. May I come in, sir? In the case, you can be confused. Having may at the beginning, so somebody or sometimes you feel that it's an example of operative sentence. No, look, at the end we are having a question mark, so it simply implies that, it simply means that this is not an example of operative sentence, this is an example of interrogative sentence. Get it? So we will never judge the sentence noticing only one part. I mean, it may be beginning or at the end. We'll watch the two parts. We'll notice the two parts. Then we'll try to justify it, whether it is an example of assertive, interrogative, optative, or something else. So will have a may at the beginning or long at the beginning, may or long at the beginning, and full stop at the end. And last of all, exclamatory sentence. Okay, exclamatory sentence. It's very simple. If we have a note of exclamation or exclamatory mark at the end or at the middle part of any sentence, we'll consider the sentence as an example of exclamatory sentence. One thing you may ask, or question may be arising, why should we have to recognize or distinguish a sentence? And what is the necessity of identification of sentences? Of course, we have the necessity, it's essential. Why essential? Because if we want to perform any grammatical task like narration, we have to understand what's the type of the sentence, because for assertive sentence there are different rules, for interrogative sentence there are different rules, for exclamatory sentence there are different rules. So every sentence have rules itself. Okay, so if we don't understand who is the teacher or who is the student, so in that case there is a mixer and we'll find it difficult with whom I will ask friend or whom I will call sir. So it's necessary. So I think you can now understand the type of sentences after seeing or having a glance of the first and last part of the sentences. Okay, still if you feel any difficulties, you can call me or you can comment in the section, and then at that time I will try to clarify the things properly, inshallah. Okay, have a good day. Assalamu alaikum.